Hi guys, so we're just jumping right into it. So these are all the products that we use to wash and disinfect our makeup brushes. So I'm just taking my 91% proof alcohol, and I'm going to put it in a spray bottle just like this, or any spray bottle. And I'm just going to spray this paper towel, which I kind of did it wrong. I normally lay my brush on top of the paper towel and spray the brush. And then I just twirl it around in the paper towel to kind of get some of that makeup off. And it kind of helps me disinfect it. I don't know where I got this technique from, but I just started doing it one day and I liked it. It was cool. And it kind of gets some of the makeup off. So once I start washing my brushes, it makes it a little bit easier. Because it doesn't have as much makeup on the brushes as it would if I didn't do this step. So I just continue to do this for all of my brushes. Alright, so now my brushes are all disinfected. Now I'm going to go in with my Dr. Bronners 18-in-1 Hemp Peppermint Pure-Castile soap. And I just put about a quarter or a dime size amount into the palm of my hand. And I just twirl my brush around in the palm of my hand until I see most of the makeup starts to come out. So until I see the soap turns white. And sometimes I have to do it like a few times depending on how dirty my brushes are. I'll have to like rinse it, go in with more soap, rinse it, go in with more soap. And then I just wring my brush out, make sure there's no more soap in there, make sure there's no makeup in there. And I'm moving on to the next one. So yeah, so it's really as simple as that. It's not that difficult at all to wash your brushes. So this was my first time using the Dr. Bronners soap, and I just heard that it was a really good soap, so I just decided to try it. I got the travel size, but honestly I prefer to use the Dawn. That's what I typically use. That's what I normally use. It's fairly inexpensive yet effective, so I think I might just stick with that. The Dr. Bronners was okay. I really did like the peppermint smell, but other than that, it just wasn't that great. I felt like I had to use a lot of the Dr. Bronners to like really get my brushes clean compared to the Dawn. So I think I'm just going to stick with Dawn. So it's good to keep your brush like downwards so that you're not getting a lot of water into your brush head, because it can loosen up your brush hairs and cause them to fall out. But sometimes it's hard to do that when you're really trying to get that makeup out. So whenever I think and remember to do it, I try to make sure I do it. So now I'm just drying off my brushes and then just kind of keeping the shape of the brush hairs. And that's it. Okay, so now it's CB's turn, and she disinfects her brushes as she's washing them. So she goes in with the alcohol first and sprays her brushes, and then she goes in with the soap. And she has to be all fancy with this egg brush egg, one of those. But honestly, using a tool like this really helps. I feel like it'll really help cut down on time, and it's going to really help get like down into those bristles. So I might have to invest in something like that, because I felt like that was very helpful. So even with the brush egg, it's pretty much just the same thing. You're just twirling it around into those little grooves that's embedded in the egg. You're just twirling around, trying to get all of the makeup out, rinsing, and kind of just repeating. But honestly, I don't think that there's no like a right or wrong way to do this. It's just whatever works for you, whatever you prefer, and just whatever is easiest for you. But you know, this is just what we do and just what works for us. Alright, so now on to the beauty blender. This is CB washing her beauty blender, and beauty blenders can take so long to wash because like that makeup like really soaks deep into the beauty blender. So that egg brush, or I think it's a brush egg, one of those two, I can't remember, but that really came in handy. I feel like it really cut down on the time. Like I feel like she washed her beauty blender a lot faster with that, because I know when I'm using my hand it takes me forever. So yeah, basically she's just going in with the soap and kind of like massaging it with her hand, because that helps get some of the makeup out, and then just scrubbing it with the the egg brush. But you have to be careful with that egg brush, because if you're too rough, you can tear your beauty blender that way. So just try to be gentle. Alright, so now I'm washing my beauty blender, and you know, I didn't have the egg brush, so I had to use my hands like the old-fashioned way. So basically what I do, I just put the soap on my beauty blender and I just go in with like my thumb and my fingers, and I just kind of like try to massage that makeup out of my beauty blender. And then I was like, you know what, this is taking too long. I was like, give me that egg brush, I need it. And it like really helped, like it went so fast with that. And then I just rinse it out, and it takes forever to rinse that soap out, so I'm just under the sink for a while. See, our brushes and beauty blenders are all clean.